Welcome, here I've got Samsung Galaxy A21s and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and as you can see for now we are in the standard photo mode, so let's see what we've got here. And let me start with this settings bar. As you can see, by going to the right or left we can change the modes of this camera like that. And when we go to the end of the right side we have more, so here we have access to other modes of this camera with Pro, Panoramic, Macro and Food mode. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. And for now let me stay on the standard photo mode, and let me start by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. As you can see here we have this ring, this is the focusing, and when I do this we have also access to this slider. So it appears with this ring, and by using this we can change the exposure compensation, so this is kind of light managing. By going to the right we can make it more bright, and by going to the left we can make it more dark, so this is how it works here. Now let's have a look on these two buttons here. As you can see we can change the lenses here, this is the ultra wide lens, and here we have the wide lens. So now let's have a look how to zoom. We can do it by using two fingers like that and get closer to the subject. As you can see here we have also this slider when we do this, and this button, so this is the more advanced zoom managing like that. We can pick this, so this is really easy. And now let me stay on this and let's move to this settings bar. So let me start from the right. The first one button here are the filters, and we can make our picture just more beautiful before we take it. As you can see this is how it works. We can pick whatever we like, and we have also this slider with intensity, so by using this we can adjust this filter as we need. So for now let me stay on the original one. And let's move to the next one button. When we tap on this we get access to the ratio of our camera, and as you can see now this is 3:4 ratio. With the standard option we can also pick this with 48 megapixels, so this is the highest resolution of this camera, and we can change it here to 9:16. This ratio is a little bit longer one. The next one here is the 1:1, so this is the square one as you can see. And here we have also access to the full ratio, so this is the full frame of this camera. For now let me come back to 3:4 and let's move to next one button. This is the camera timer, so here we can change the delay of taking picture, and as you can see we can pick 2, 5 or 10 seconds of delay. So let me pick 2 seconds now to show you how it works. And let me take a photo. And as you can see here, the picture was taken with 2 seconds delay. So this is how it works. Let me keep this turned off, and let's go back to this one button. This is the flash. Here we can turn on the auto flash, so the camera recognizes when it's needed, when it's too dark. We can turn it on every time we take a picture also, and we can turn it off. So this is really easy. And now let's go to this button at the left corner. When we tap on this we open the advanced camera settings. As you can see there are a lot of this. For now let me focus on the first one, intelligent features. Here we have scan QR codes option. So by using this button we can easily turn it off and turn it on like that. Of course I suggest you to keep this turned on, because this is the easiest way to scan QR codes at this device with the camera app, so you don't need any other app to do it. Now let's have a look at the pictures and hold shutter button too. So this is really cool option, one of my favorite. Here we can decide what our shooter does. Take a picture, take burst shot and create GIF. For now let me keep this on take burst shot because this is really cool. We can take with that a series of pictures, and as you can see when I tap on this a little bit longer we can make a lot of pictures in the one shot. So this is really cool here. Now let's go again here and let's move to the useful features. The first one option here is Auto HDR, so by using this button you can easily turn it off and turn it on like that. I suggest you to keep this turned on. The HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our picture, and it really helps to making our picture just more beautiful. So this is really cool. Now let's go to the grid lines. By using this button we can turn on and turn off the camera grid lines. So this is how it works. Let me keep this turned on and let's go back to the camera. As you can see, it generates us these lines. This is useful when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography and making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture, so when I take a photo and when I go here to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery, we can't see them at the real picture. So these lines are only to help us taking better photos. And of course, when we don't need it, we can go back to the settings in the left corner, slide to the useful features and tap on this. So for now, as you can see, they are gone. So this is how it works. And let's move to the location tags now. This button helps to turn on and turn off the saving location info at our photos. This is a really cool option, but also here the important information is that when we really want to save the actual location of our photo, to make it work correctly we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location of this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work. And now let me keep this turned on and let's go back again to the camera to take a photo and again to the gallery here. And to check the location of our picture we have to just simply slide a little bit up. As you can see here we have the map with the full address. So greetings from Kraków, Poland. This is how it works. And let's go back to the camera and again to the settings and to the useful features again. Now let's tap on the shooting methods here. So as you can see here we can manage how to shoot photos, and we can pick press volume key to take picture or record video, zoom or system volume. So for example, let me pick the first one, take picture, and let's go back. The volume keys are here, so when we use this in standard device using, they adjust volume, and with cooperation with the camera we can make some different things with that. And now as you can see when I tap on this I can easily take a photo, so this is really cool option here. And let's go again to the shooting methods. Here is also one of my favorite function, floating shutter button. So when we tap on this we can turn it on and turn it off like that. So let me keep this turned on. This is a really cool way to taking photos. We can do it by using this button anywhere we like at the screen of the camera. So this is really easy here. So let's go again here and here. And now let's focus on the last one option here in the useful features, so the camera watermark. When we tap on this button we can turn on and turn off the device watermark like that, and when we tap on the center we also have access to more advanced managing the camera watermarks, and also here we can turn it on like that and turn it off. So this is how it works. And here we have quick preview, so Samsung quad camera and shot with my Galaxy A21s. We can change the second line to our custom watermark, so this is really cool. Samsung quad camera stays, and we can change it, for example, for shot by hard reset. And done. So this is how it looks like. Now let me keep this turned on and let's go back to the camera to take another picture. And here to the gallery again. And as you can see here we have the watermark, Samsung quad camera, device watermark and shot by hard reset, so this is the custom one. And now let's go again to the useful features. Of course, when we don't need watermark, we can easily turn it off here, so now this option is turned off. When we take another picture, the watermark should not be visible at it. And after turning on all of these settings and managing them, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings, and we can do it by using this option here, reset settings. So let's tap on this, and now it informs us that camera settings will be reset, and we can pick reset. So now all of this came back to the auto settings. And that's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.